Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to help you cut through the noise, get straight to what matters. And today, we're taking a close look at a company that's really hitting some new heights, Azad Engineering Ltd.
That's right. Specifically, their Q1 FY26 results. So that's the quarter ending June 30th, 2025.
Exactly. And our whole mission here really is to pull out the most important nuggets from their recent reports, give you a shortcut, basically, to being well-informed about a company that operates in some, well, pretty critical and highly regulated sectors.
Definitely critical. And to do that, we've gone through their investor presentation, which is quite comprehensive.
Yeah.
Also, the official outcome from their last board meeting, and of course, the detailed financial statements themselves. It's all laid out.
Okay, so let's jump right in with the big numbers, the ones that really stand out from their standalone performance for Q1.
Let's do it.
Revenue hit ours, 1,345.1 million. That's up 36.7% year over year. Pretty substantial.
But very substantial. And the operational profit, EBITDA.
Right, EBITDA earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization. That came in at Rs 485.1 million.
Which is a, 46.8% jump year over year?
Exactly, a 46.8% jump.
Right.
The margin looks really healthy too, 36.1%.
Very healthy margin. And the bottom line, profit after tax.
That's up, yeah. That surged. A remarkable 75.1% increase compared to last year,
Wow.
reaching Rs 299.9 million. That gives them a PAT margin of 22.3%.
So strong top line, even stronger bottom line growth.
Absolutely. And the company's chairman and CEO, Rakesh Chopdar, he actually highlighted this, said it was their highest ever quarterly performance, both revenue and profitability.
Highest ever. Okay, so that naturally leads to the question, for you listening,
Yeah.
what's actually driving these record numbers?
Right.
And maybe more importantly, what does it all mean for a company that makes these, highly engineered, absolutely mission critical parts for sectors like energy, oil and gas, aerospace, defense?
Exactly. That's what this deep dive is about. How did they do it? What are the strategic moves? And what's coming next, especially with that massive order book they keep mentioning.
Okay, well, maybe the best place to start is where the money's coming from. The segment mix.
Makes sense.
Looking closer, you see some pretty clear drivers. The energy and oil and gas side, really robust growth there.
Yeah.
Up 41.7% year over year.
41.7%. Wow. Why such a big jump there?
It seems largely down to additional capacity they brought online. More capability equals more output.
Okay. And what about aerospace and defense?
That also saw a good increase, 26.3% year over year. Not quite as high as energy, but still very solid.
And the driver there?
Well, according to them, it's mainly because products that went through those really long qualification processes with certain customers, they're now finally hitting full production.
Oh, okay. That's a really interesting point. Those qualified products finally moving, it sort of signals, a maturing of those relationships and capabilities.
Exactly. Turning those long lead times into actual revenue.
And it's not just domestic, is it? I remember seeing a figure about exports.
Oh, yeah, overwhelmingly exports. Get this, 92.0% of their revenue this quarter. Exports. It really underlines their global reach.
92%. Okay. So big international focus.
And if you connect that to kind of the bigger picture, their operational efficiency is showing up too.
How so?
Well, for instance, look at their consumption expenses, basically, raw materials as a percentage of sales. It dropped from 15.6% in Q1 last year down to 12.1% this Q1.
Okay, so they're spending less on materials for every rupee of sales.
Precisely. That's a direct boost to the profit margins the chairman was talking about. It's a strong sign of growing efficiency.
Right. Now, I did see employee costs and depreciation were up, but that makes sense, right? With new facilities and adding capacity.
Absolutely. Those are investments, strategic spending to position themselves for, the next phase of growth, especially given their backlog.
So it's not just selling more, it's selling smarter, more efficiently while scaling up. Sounds like a plan.
A carefully executed one, it seems.
And this focus on efficiency, it's not just for today. It must be crucial when you look at their commitments. You mentioned the backlog. The order book is over, 60 billion?
Exceeding 60 billion, yeah, it's huge. And it includes some major agreements, supplying critical parts to Arabelle Solutions.
Right, the GE Steam Power spinoff.
Correct. Advanced airfoils for GE Vernova and Mitsubishi Heavy Industries. Precision components for Baker Hughes. Big names.
And there was something about Saudi Arabia.
Yes. A memorandum of understanding to potentially set up a facility there, plus a significant domestic contract, too, from GTRE.
GTRE, Gas Turbine Research Establishment.
That's the one, for manufacturing a complete assembled advanced turbo gas generator engine, a project they highlight as being of national importance.
Okay, so a mix of big global clients and key domestic projects.
It really underlines the position, doesn't it? As a preferred supplier to these major global OEMs, original equipment manufacturers.
Yeah. And the length of those relationships, didn't they mention something like 10 years on average?
Over 10 years on average, yeah. That points to incredibly high customer stickiness, lots of repeat business, gives them pretty good visibility on long-term revenue streams.
That stability must be key. What really stands out to me, though, is their competitive position. They talk about a strong moat, significant entry barriers. And when you dig in, you see why. Their track record, delivering over 3 million mission-critical parts. That's impressive enough, but with a 0 parts per million defects requirement, that's incredible.
It really is. It highlights the sheer precision and reliability their customers absolutely demand, and that Azad consistently delivers.
Year after year.
Exactly. And this isn't, just standard manufacturing. These are highly complex engineered components, often mission-critical, sometimes life-critical.
Right, and that leads into the barrier you mentioned before, the vendor qualification process.
Yes. That itself takes minimum 30 to 48 months, so 2.5 to 4 years for a new supplier.
Yeah.
And it's specific to the component.
4 years just to get approved for one part type.
Potentially, yes. So it's not just a barrier, it's like you said, a strategic fortress. Think about the cost for a competitor to even try and replicate that. Not just money, but years of building trust, undergoing rigorous checks.
It locks them in.
It cements their position for the long haul, makes them almost indispensable to these key customers.
Okay, so let's try and bring this all together then. Azad Engineering's Q1 FY26 results, clearly very impressive. Record revenue, record profitability.
Absolutely. And the core drivers were pretty clear, weren't they? That strong 41.7% growth in energy and oil and gas.
Driven by new capacity.
Right. And the 26.3% increase in aerospace and defense.
Fueled by those qualified products finally shipping.
Exactly. And underpinning it all, that huge export contribution, 92%.
Right. And looking forward, the chairman and CEO, Rakesh Chopdar, he framed FY26 as a year of consolidation and stabilization.
Which basically means
it means they're focused on systematically ramping up those new facilities we talked about, getting everything running smoothly to actually deliver on that massive over 60 billion order book. Setting the stage, really.
And there's an important financial piece to that puzzle, too. Remember, they raised funds through a QIP qualified institutions placement back in Q4 of FY25.
About 7,000 million, wasn't it?
7,000 million, yes. Well, as of June 30th, almost ours. 5,000 million of that ours. 4,971.71 million, to be precise, was still unutilized.
Okay, so they're sitting on a fair bit of cash from that raise.
Exactly. They mentioned it's temporarily invested, but it's earmarked. Earmarked for crucial capital expenditure, general corporate purposes. Basically, it's substantial dry powder.
Yeah.
Future expansion, strategic moves, like that potential Saudi Arabia facility we mentioned, or maybe expanding into even higher value products. Having that capital ready is a key advantage.
Okay, so that leads us to a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on. You've got this company, Azad Engineering, consistently delivering millions of critical parts with essentially 0 defects allowed.
That 0 ppm requirement.
Right, and then you layer on top those huge entry barriers, that multi-year component-specific vendor qualification process.
Yeah, the 30 to 48 months.
So when you put those two things together, that extreme precision and dedication, plus the massive hurdles for anyone else trying to get in, what does that tell you about the future of manufacturing in these critical sectors? And maybe more pointedly, what kind of long-term staying power does that signal for a company like Azad Engineering in, this rapidly changing global industrial world? Something to think about.